Three, two, one. Hey guys,
Hey,
welcome back to another review video.
yeah,
I don't know why I'm saying this so monotone, but we just finished watching the remainder of the first season of Cobra Kai, and
yep,
oh
episode
my
six.
god, yep, 6
Yeah,
through 10. It was something. There was so many roller coaster of emotions going up and down, but fuck.
I know. Like I said when we did this, I
You,
was like, the second half it really starts to
you
get
were not.
really good.
You weren't lying.
No, I'm a
You
man.
weren't lying.
I'm a man of my word when it comes to
Sheesh.
Cobra Kai.
One thing I had to say is, I love how everyone in the story is just like, it's just the right amount of people that like would make everyone like hate each other.
Yeah.
Like, God, oh my God, it's like everyone's
Another thing
connected
I
in one
want to
way or
say
another.
is this show is definitely more fun to watch with your friends.
Yeah,
This
I
I
wish.
have.
I wish we could. I haven't asked anyone else yet, but
We could do watch parties in the server
yeah,
of
I
random episodes or something.
I just think some of the other members forgot this server existed, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to remind them about it. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sure one of them will be up for it. But
This show's so good.
it is. I'm having
Um,
every episode is getting better, and I know like the endings are like so bittersweet, but like God,
and very cliffhanger and
yeah,
everything.
like oh my God, I can't wait for season
Um,
2.
oh man, I can't wait either because with watching with you, it's just such, like I said, watching this with your friends is such a better experience.
Yeah,
Like there's just having to just laugh at some moments with your friends. It's one of those
yeah,
good like
y-
Like
y-
there, we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna reference this episode 9 a lot, but episode 9 was my favorite episode in season 1, and because we talked during the intermissions when we were gonna start a new episode, like just that first maybe 20-ish minute, the first maybe 10 or so minutes. I don't know the exact timing,
yeah,
but it was just so freaking hilarious, and just to laugh with you, it
yeah.
was just such a fun. It
And
just
then
makes it experience much
it
fun,
turned
more
into
funner.
such a soap opera afterwards.
I know it just goes up and down,
It goes
but I
like
think that's just what makes the show just
yeah,
so, like we talked about in
it's
the last
it's
review with the
it's
first
like
5, is just it handles the tone pretty well.
yeah, it's so cliche, but like it's a tolerable cliche, but it's still enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean yeah, it's able to do it in a way that you can still feel invested.
Yeah,
I mean, so I think without further ado, I think we can start talking about the actual
yeah,
content of the episodes. So
yeah.
we
Non
did
spoilers
I
first.
realized that. Oh yeah, all right.
So we'll go
This
through
the
non
second half is
spoilers.
very let's just say shit. A lot of shit goes down,
Mm.
and if you don't want to be heavily spoiled
And then
on
feel free to
stuff,
watch the video, but we will warn you guys when we do get into spoilers.
yeah.
So
Um,
fair warning. Anyways, let's begin.
so um, I'll also bring up stuff from the first 5 episodes because I realize now that we missed a few things
Yeah,
when you because they do a lot of callbacks and stuff. So
yeah,
and I was like, oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that.
yeah.
So I'll start with those things first. So um. Yeah, and because with this too, we'll just talk about the season overall and
Uh,
stuff too. Um, yeah, so basically, there's a lot going on. But
yeah.
since there's such a wide range of characters, a lot of stories going on.
There's like a lot
But
of plot lines that are just like
yeah,
there.
but what makes it so neat is that it all comes back to the rivalry between
Yeah,
Johnny and Daniel.
yeah.
They just all intertwine with each other. It's like a web,
I
basically.
know.
Like,
It's
all
so
just come
cool.
back to that. like if they weren't at beef, like a lot of what goes down would not happen at
I
all.
know.
So one thing we missed is like is with the stuff with Sam, and she was in the first 5 episodes she was dating, and then she was dating Kyler for a bit, one of the dudes who beat up Miguel in the first episode.
Mm.
And she was just being that typical popular girl sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then once she found out that who Kyler really was, and because Kyler, he's that douchebag. He's very
Yeah.
two-faced, and
Very much of an ass.
yeah. She and once and she confronts him about it on their date to the movies, and she's like, I saw what you did to those kids, and that's pretty messed up. And he let's just say he tries to make a move, I guess, and she pushes him off, and they break up. And then in retaliation, he basically tells her friends that she was talking shit about them, and that also that he makes up a rumor that she gave him she went down on him.
A blowjob.
Yeah. And this whole thing led to her confronting him about it, and then Miguel beating up that kid and that group of bullies that beat him up in the first episode, and they pretty much leave him alone because he pretty much. That's still one of my favorite fight scenes in the cafeteria. I love.
Yeah.
I just love that. Just that's the choreography and just that smoothness, like him just kicking that chair and the guy just.
Do you want to know
so he
what
reacted
the
very quickly to
is?
it?
Do you want to know what the funny? I always see it in fucking school bully videos with just school bully fighting scenes. It's I always see it in those videos.
Yeah,
so funny.
And why I'm bringing all this up is because after this, like you said, this is pretty cliche. Once the popular girl starts the dude who stood up for her, that sort of thing. So that's her, and that's and her and Miguel's relationship are pretty much, like I said, they're all pretty much. This is all the plot lines basically revolve are connected to Johnny Daniel's rivalry, but pretty much the main focus for in terms of the teenager side of the thing is their relationship, because she starts to like him, but he likes her, and they eventually go out on a date and they start dating.
Whoa,
but there's
spoilers.
just a huge conflict.
Spoilers.
We all know.
Hey. Gotta wait.
Yeah, what do you mean? I'm not gonna. I'm explaining the. He's a Cobra Kai. She's a Miyagi, though. He wasn't good enough for her.
I have short-term memory. I didn't watch the videos yet.
That's what I wasn't gonna bring up anything. That's just all I was gonna say. So I was just gonna say that there's obviously a conflict that they're sent there. Her dad doesn't like her. Her dad doesn't like Johnny.
Yeah.
And that's just all I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So there's pretty much a very awkward sort of topic between them that they just it's hard for them to date. Like I mentioned off game, it's pretty much like Romeo and Juliet vibes if you want to make some sort of comparison. But we all know how that, but it doesn't end like Romeo and Juliet, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's just that whole thing of our father. I can say I'm not literal father, but Miguel sees Johnny as pretty much a father figure, so that's why I'm making that analogy. That the fathers don't like each other, stay away from. Say you can't be near them. Don't trust them. So it's pretty much a big conflict in their relationship.
Yeah.
And I mean, not to dive into spoilers, but there's just a lot of moments where you just feel so fucking bad for him. He's just trying to be there, and he's even with Johnny telling Miguel, like, don't trust Olarusso, he's still trying to look past it.
Yeah.
And and she's not doing the same thing with him. Like, she gets very distant with him.
Yeah.
Um,
It is unfortunate because like
yeah,
all the wrong
that's why
things happened.
this is like one of the reasons why, like, I might have said it in the previous video. I don't remember, but like I said, I'm not a fan of Sam because of what, mainly in this season, because she's just, I just think it's just so.
Yeah,
I
like
think, like, honestly, like I think I said in the previous video, like, I think a lot of the conflicts could have been solved if they just sat down and talked things out.
yeah, I was gonna say like the show does a great job of telling us communication is key.
Yeah,
And if they just listen to each other, there would none of the like half the things at least would not happen.
yeah,
So they should
and that
start
obviously, and you know what,
communication.
and it shows that works because in episode 9 they do have a talk out.
Yeah,
They sit at a bar and they just talk, and
exactly.
and they seem to start to get along,
Yeah,
and then things happen
yeah,
that just pretty much burns the bridge all over again.
yeah,
So yeah, and another thing, there's a couple other stuff with like the kids. The first one being with Robbie, who is Johnny's son. He at the end of the 5th episode, he gets a job at the Russo car dealership, and it's mainly just to get back at his dad because
yeah.
what a power move that is. Like, I'm gonna work for my dad's arch enemy and stuff. It's very, but over time he starts to
Appreciate.
he starts to like it there. Daniel takes him under his wing and he starts teaching him karate. Um, so and I like even though I don't like Robbie, I like the scenes when all the training stuff. I like I like Miyagi-Do, how it's very like more of like a meditation sort of thing
Yeah,
based thing.
yeah,
I just like some of the training scenes when they're out in the woods. Just some of the scenery and stuff is pretty nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and one thing, then the other thing, in terms of like a plot line, not really a plot line, it's more just a character development, and that is with Eli becoming the Sigma Hawk.
Yeah, you mean Hawk? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
know.
Sigma.
Fucking
Um,
the alpha male.
I never want. I'm so happy I never brought anything about what happens to him in the previous video because that just his transformation, and just your reactions were just so worth it.
I knew. Okay, listen. Like I did
I
see
know,
another fight scene
I
with his
said it in the
hairstyle.
server too.
Yeah,
I know,
like
but
I
it's
know
just
what
such a
hair was going to turn into. I didn't think it would be that early. I didn't know his transformation was that early. So when I saw him with a mohawk, I was like, who is that?" And it's Eli. And it's like, oh, okay. Fuck, I didn't know it was this early.
and I absolutely him and Miguel are, like I said, him and Miguel are like my top favorite characters in the
Yeah,
show. Just like Hawk is just because he's just you can relate to him, and then you can also just laugh with him. Just how just much of a stereotypical like douchebag he is. If I can make a comparison to it, I'm gonna say it's if you want sort of like a comparison, I want to compare it to the black suit in Spider-Man 3.
mm.
It has that same energy of just that nerdy, the nerdy guy, and he gets all this confidence and becomes basically what he saw as cool.
Yeah. I'm thinking that, but like
Yeah,
literally, like fucking the Amy Peter. Like it
yeah,
was
that's what I
just
was
this.
saying.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
was saying with
yeah.
the black suit.
Yeah, and
I was like,
he
that's what I
turned,
was referring to.
bully Eli.
Yeah, he, he, yeah.
He turns into
He's just,
fucking bully Peter.
it's just so, I just love, like I said, episode 9, just, there's just so many funny moments in episode 9. Like that is definitely like my favorite episode. Just
Yeah.
I love his ID, and it just said Walter Hawkman, and like that was his like fake ID name, and it's just his picture was him with the mohawk. Um, I love. He's just such a fan favorite, and honestly, he's like one of the characters that just gets better each season.
Yeah.
If like I love him. He's just absolutely amazing, and I gotta give props to Jacob Bertrand for he does an amazing job as he can play the shy insecure Eli. Then he can also do the hawk persona
Yeah.
like perfectly. Um um and I also like this also was very focused on Miguel too, and like he's awesome too. I
Yeah.
there's just moments where I just feel so bad for him, and because he's just trying to do good, and unfortunately he doesn't have a good role model.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I love Johnny too. Like, of course, Johnny's funny and stuff, but
Yeah.
Johnny's philosophies are very aggressive, and
They're they're good to an extent, but
yeah,
in certain situations it's not very good,
yeah.
I will say.
Honestly, like with I mean, we'll get into details with this when we do spoilers, but like, um, when like once the rivalry reheats again, and he basically riles up his kids to like be more aggressive, and that's when you really see like how these philosophies are not good,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
Like,
it's very not good and epic at all. I'm gonna just say that.
yeah. Um. So I mean, I think that's. Oh, and so I think we can get into the details now. I think we kind of
Yeah.
pretty much
I
covered everything.
think before we do get into spoilers, I think it makes sense to give our ratings since, people who don't want to hear
Alright.
spoilers have to
All
go
right. So
skim the end of
I
the
don't even
video.
know. Like, this is so odd because it's like I don't even know how we would rate it. Like,
Yeah. Honestly, I would give it like a 9.5.
all right, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
I'll agree. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm going
You know,
9.5.
like I said with this one, like I said in the previous video when we did the first five,
Yeah.
um, this show, it has that one episode where it just sets everything up, like pretty much every pilot episode, and then it picks up, and then it just keeps getting more, just keeps going up,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, it feels that
That
way. Like literally
that that
after
you that literally
literally
like
after every episode, I'm always like, that was so much better than the
you
last
get more
episode.
invested.
Yeah,
That's
like
the
that was better than the last episode. And the next episode that after that, I was like, that was better than the last episode. And then I just keep
yeah.
saying that after every
So yeah,
episode we
I'll say
watch.
I'll salute to a 9.5 out of 10. This is solid.
Yeah,
It's and we're only on season 1.
yeah, it's a crazy
That
thing.
means it's just gonna keep getting better. I will say like you could make an argument like I mean I don't mean to like de-hype you or anything but like I think season 2 is still really really good.
Mm.
But like it's pretty much considered like among the fan base as pretty much being the weaker. But but don't take the word like weaker as like a bad thing. It's
Yeah,
still solid as
yeah,
hell.
yeah,
It just doesn't. Um, but there are still moments in season 2 and fight scenes in season 2 that I like more in compared to season 1.
yeah,
But opinions are opinions. That's just my opinion.
yeah,
I still enjoy all 4 seasons. I love this show.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I'm very happy we're doing this, and I hope with these reviews that people go check it out.
yeah,
You like I said, this is a thing you watch with your friends and just have a lit experience with.
yeah. And
Like,
you and your friends can also do a review as well. Just tag us
yeah,
and nothing will happen. We won't listen. Anyways, let's get
Yeah.
on to the reviews.
All right. So, huge spoiler warning for season 1. We're gonna be going very nitty gritty into
Yep.
this half, but we'll bring up stuff from the previous video too.
Yep.
In case if it's like context or something. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna count down to 5, and then you better be done if you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
You know.
So 3, 2, 1. Sam's such a slut. Let's just get that out of the way.
Okay, I like how I said we were gonna count down to 5, and you just went to 3. Yeah,
Yeah, that's because 2 seconds were already down.
I don't like Sam. I really don't. This is and I just want to say, like, this is no hate to Mary Mauser who plays her.
Yeah.
Is I actually seen interviews with her, and she's like such like a sweet person,
Yeah.
and I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad saying like Sam sucks and stuff, because I don't want people to think that I'm hating on the actress.
Well, like, you need to learn how to divide, like, the art from the actor anyways, so...
Yeah, I see that too much nowadays. When there's a bad character, so people just assume the actor or actress is just like that character.
It's like, no.
And it really drives me nuts.
They're acting. You know? That's their job. Good job. They made
a
great
character. I think she has a YouTube channel.
Really? She reminds me of... I'm not sure if they're the same person or not, but, like... Wasn't she, like, the same actor from, like Kissing Booth movie? Or was that another
Spy
person?
Kids?
No, the fucking Samantha.
No!
She looks exactly like that fucking person from...
Carmen? From Spy Kids?
No.
No way.
No. I'm talking about Samantha.
I don't know. No, definitely not. I don't know. I was trying to think of someone she looks like, and I'm like, I'm like at a like a crossroad. Like I don't know.
Yeah, she just reminds me of someone. I guess I'm not sure. But like, I don't know. Like, I really, like we were saying, like, I hate when people, like you said, like, can't just assume like the person is also horrible. It's just like that person is an actor. That means they're doing a good job.
I know. I remember when 13 Reasons Why with the character of Bryce Walker and the actor, what's his name? I think it's Justin Prentice. I think I might be wrong. You know, this is but he if you don't know about that show, I strongly that's a very trigger heavy show, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
Like, it's very heavy. But
everyone in the comments
like,
give us
the character of Bryce Walker. He is a vile piece of garbage, and I remember this was on complete accident. By the way, they did one of the with Netflix. They did one of like they did an autoplay of like sort of like the quote unquote after party where they just interview the cast members and stuff. And I remember he just brought up how he gets like a lot of crap for playing him.
Oh my god!
Even though he's like and he seems like such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like I just remember, you know, and all this stuff, like, especially with when it came to like, you know, film franchises too. Like, Daisy Ridley played Rey. She literally quit social media because she was getting hate for playing Rey in Star Wars.
But I hate people.
Yeah, I like, you know, and she seems like a nice person too. Like, what?
Yeah, I heard the same thing from like the guy who played Eugene in The Walking Dead. It's like, guys, come on, stop sending death threats. It's just an actor.
Yeah.
Stop showing your diapers.
Jesus, you know, and if you know, and it's kind of weird because it's like, if they're doing such a good job playing an asshole that they seem like they could be a genuine asshole, then I think they're doing a pretty damn good job.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, they're doing a good job at making you feel hatred. That's what they're supposed to do.
Because that's literally the point of acting. Is you're supposed to not.
They are an actor. They're doing
You're not
a job.
supposed to play yourself.
Fucking idiot.
So yeah. I know this went into a whole podcast level conversation about.
Anyways, give us 13 reasons why we should watch 13 Reasons Why. Anyways.
Oh no, I don't. Dude, I can't fucking. I love that show, but like every time I watch the first season, I'm left like with a void in my soul. Like I just feel like depressed for like a week. Like I just feel like every time I watch, I just feel so empty inside. I
You
hate
wanna
it.
you wanna hear a fucked up joke?
What?
I saw a meme that's just like Hannah Baker got 13 reasons why in her entire life, and I get 13 reasons every day. Don't be a pussy. Oh my god.
All right. So we should get back to
Yeah.
the
Let's
actual
get
show
let's get
we're
back.
actually reviewing here.
Yeah.
Um. So anyway, so yeah, she's a bitch anyway. um. So what? So you may be asking, why is she a bitch exactly? Well, for starters, she pretty much um like I do feel bad for her that she was getting a bunch of crap because
Yeah.
of what Tyler was saying, but I feel
Yeah.
like she just was, like I said, she just got very distant with him, and she like it's just she was just so distant and bitchy, um so like this whole and this distance just gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like first it's her acting like she's just talking to a friend on the phone when her dad walks in, being like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's just a friend, like whatever." And
Yeah.
then she pretty much kind of dodges him going to their house. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, first
That
there was
was yeah.
he
The
well
dinner scene.
Hawk motivates him to go to their house first of all
Uh-huh.
to make an alpha move, like
Yeah.
that alpha sigma move to just show up at the house. But he sees Robbie, who of course he's with Daniel, but Miguel sees this, and you know what? I don't blame him. I'd be pissed too.
Yeah.
If my girl doesn't want me, kind of just treats me as like I'm just a friend, and then does not want me over their house, and then I have the guts to go there. I see her just having family dinner with another dude. I'd be pissed off
Yeah.
too. Like I don't blame him.
Like I would be pissed, but like I would also be like, hey, so like what the fuck? Right? Like just communicate, please.
Yeah,
But like they don't communicate. They don't know how to like think and be like, hey, so this is why I'm like this. No, it's like I'm good, bye, and they just walk
because
away.
the show needs the drama. They
I
just
know.
can't.
It's like, oh, I'm so
Um,
sad. Why are you sad? Oh, walking away. It's like they don't do anything. It's like fucking
I
talk.
know, and then of course, with um an incident that happens is, so pretty much the focus for like Johnny and Daniel's relationship is the All Valley tournament, and Cobra Kai tries to get Johnny wants to get Cobra Kai in the tournament because he thinks they're ready, and tournaments are a big deal.
Yeah.
But Cobra Kai is banned,
Mm-hmm.
and Cobra Kai was banned due to the events of Karate Kid 3. Just to add context for you, Matt,
Okay.
of like why they were banned. So
Uh,
they did mention you can probably, I know you'll probably just look it up in your free time, but basically
oh, he is.
their student
I
work was just
need to leave and enter because he is glitching. Oh, dude, this is private information. Join the server. You're glitching out, sir. It's you sound like you're a fish. Yeah, please do.
okay,
You
better.
sound better now. I could just barely understand you.
My bars look fine.
Yeah, you sound good now. Continue.
Okay. You're probably gonna cut this part out anyway.
No, I'm gonna leave it in. The whole
Okay.
thing.
Anyway, what I was saying was just pretty much with that tournament and why they were banned is because they pretty much there's this guy who John Kreese's best friend Terry Silver. He comes into the picture, and he plans this whole scheme with John with the Cobra Kai in the tournament with their student Mike Barnes. Basically, just just beat the shit out of this kid. And they just have this whole strategic plan of getting like points deducted so they can just keep riling up on him and stuff. Just to like just being like really strategic, just to like send a message.
Yeah.
So that's why they're banned, and they said unsportsmanlike conduct and stuff. So that I just wanted to provide context for you because I know you haven't seen Ready to 3. But so Johnny, having no clue about this, he tries to get reinstated, and of course it works. And Louis, who is Daniel's cousin, he has pretty much this scheme with a bunch of biker gangs to pretty much. At first, they wanted to take back the car because Daniel got it fixed for free, and him putting Cobra Kai back in the tournament was, and everything that Johnny was doing, like the billboard and everything was just. So they wanted to take the car back, but they ended up just absolutely wrecking his car and setting it on fire. Which escalates their rivalry even more. Then Johnny just steals one of the bikers' motorcycles and just shows up to his house.
Yeah.
And he was about to beat the shit out of him. And of course they have it to talk it out over breakfast, and of course we get probably my favorite scene in the entire. You know what? Probably in the entire show. With Anthony. I love that banter.
Yeah.
So much. I think I can recite it. So, Anthony walks in. He's got a muffin in his hand or whatever, and he's like, "You're lucky my dad didn't kill you." And Johnny replies, "Yeah, well, lucky I didn't kill him." And Anthony's like, "I'm gonna tell him you said that." So Johnny responds, "Good. I want him to know." And then he's like. And then he asks, like, "Oh, so you guys have any ketchup?" And he's like, "Get it yourself, douchebag." Then Johnny calls him a dick. Like, I love it, and I just love the delivery of just every single line in that scene. Like, it was perfect.
It was.
And I you know what? I hate that immediately after that we have a scene with Hawk kicking Bert right in the face. I was not prepared. So, because I was already like recovering from that scene, that the freaking scene plays, and I just start almost howling laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, I love episode 9.
Yeah, it's great.
Not
the ending, but it's great.
So, and because of this whole confrontation at the breakfast, Johnny reveals about how his old car got messed up in the first place, that he had to go to Daniel to get it fixed originally, because Sam and her friends crashed into his car and just drove off. And, he didn't tell them or anything, but they pretty much take her phone away. And of course, Sam doesn't bargain with her mom, saying, "Can I at least text my friend?" Like, she didn't even have to reveal that she was like her boyfriend or anything. She could have just said, "Can I just text my friend real quick that I won't be available or anything?" Like you know what I'm saying? Like just to say, like, okay, you can have my phone and my laptop and my smartwatch, but can I just text my friend just saying I won't be around in case they get worried about me or something?
Yeah, please, what the fuck?
But and it just makes their distance even worse, because Miguel's now thinking like, now she's like wants nothing to do with me, basically, like.
Yeah.
And pretty much, and of course with Robbie now in this sort of love triangle, because let's be honest, he's totally into her. Like, you can tell. As soon as he walked in and saw her just in the backyard, he's just started staring, and you could tell, like, yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, all right, I'm getting too far ahead. Anyway, so of course so now he's starting to have these. Starting to jump to conclusions, like, maybe she's seeing this guy and stuff, like, and I would be pretty upset too if I was on that end too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Then like you get that blow, and then you have a blow that she's not talking to you, or she's not answering your calls, your texts. Like, and you literally, and all you want to do is just to see her.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even like mad about that. He's just like, I just want to see you. He doesn't like send her like angry voicemail saying like, I can't believe you're doing this to me. Like, he's just like, I just want to see you. Like,
yeah, just a guy who just wants to see his girlfriend. Like,
Okay, now we'll talk about sort of what like the final blow of the in terms of episode 9.
yeah.
So Yasmin's having a birthday party,
Mm.
but of course Yasmin being a bitch herself, Cobra Kai's like, okay, so how about we go there first and we just have a party
Yeah.
and ruin it for her. Of course, that's where the beer, the scene I referenced it with Hawk is with the fake ID because he was
Yeah.
trying to buy beer for this party. So Miguel, during this party, he gets drunk and he's like he's straight up being alcoholic and drinking the pain away. Like my boy was just he's like crushed.
He's channeling his inner Johnny already.
And of course, like and Robbie comes up with this whole scheme to pretty much fake injuring his leg, and so she can go out to the party. And she shows up. Not only this is what adds insult to injury is when she shows up to the party and starts walking towards Miguel. She's holding his hand.
Yeah.
Like, add insult to injury on that. Like I'd be, if that was me, I'd be pissed too. Like,
yeah, like she doesn't realize like what it looked like to him.
Yeah, that's the thing. And of course he's drunk, and
he doesn't know how
so
to explain
this is just another thing too is with this scene is that he's completely drunk. Like, and with people who are drunk, they don't make good decisions.
They don't know how to make words work. Like,
he just straight up confronts her about it, and she tries to explain to him, but like he's pretty much talking with emotion, and because he's just so angry and hurt that he's just not listening. And Robbie tries to intervene, and he pushes Robbie down, and then Sam's trying to get in between them so a fight doesn't start, and Robbie instigates it too, and he's like, you want to try again? And Miguel's like, oh, you want? And Miguel he's trying to swing, and he accidentally hits her. I don't like that hit. It doesn't make sense. I don't like how they had that. Like he just backhand her or something, but she it
looked like he just tried to push, and it's like, oh, there's the punch. That was the punch that did it. It's like that was
and then they just break up. She's like, my dad was right about Cobra Kai all along.
Yeah.
And of course, and then he's just even more pissed because and then they leave the party with Robbie confronting her like he's like going like John Wick Doomslayer levels of anger right now. Like he's like fuming.
Yeah.
Like and I will just say for this in terms of the situation, I think they're both in the wrong. Like I think Miguel.
Yeah, no, they didn't handle it.
I love Miguel, but he was definitely not the good person in this situation. They both weren't, by the way. I'm not.
Yeah.
They were both just in the wrong with this. That, like I said, this could have been easily solved with a talk out, or like I said, Sam literally just texting as soon as her phone got ground, like,
yeah,
like hey, like, and stuff, and so I'm not.
This all could have been
prevented. They were both in the wrong on that one.
But I think in this scene that you could tell the moment when Miguel became Heisenberg. So that's interesting.
Miguel just lost his humanity. Okay.
I am the one who pushes Wabi.
So then we get to. I mean, I don't think besides that there isn't because I want to like spend like the last chunk talking about the tournament because it's a tournament.
Yeah. The most important
so
episode
like
so far.
Kind of a couple things. Like I know we're not going in order. We're just but a lot of it just goes back and forth. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But like a couple things too is
Actually, before the tournament, the most important scene I think in general of the ninth episode is literally Johnny finding out that like Daniel was mentoring his son.
Yeah.
So that was a scene.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like once we get to episode 10, you clearly show how that affected him.
Yeah.
Too. Like
I remember the scene already. Everyone dies.
Bert,
Everyone's
I
gonna
love
die.
Bert. Bert's awesome.
He's
He's
such an out of place
he's
character.
yeah, um he's like S he's like a he is high A low S tier character.
Yeah.
He's he's just an absolute legend. I guess. Oh,
He's
Bert,
just having a
never
good
change.
time.
Bert, never change.
What a good
Um,
time. What a good guy.
what a goat. Um,
What a jolly
so
fellow.
yeah, like yeah, and what see, like I mentioned before, is that prior to him finding out, they were on good terms. Basically, they were about to spar for fun.
Yeah.
Like they like talk things out. They seem to be at peace with one another, and
Yeah.
but then he finds out, and then though everything just the bridge
But
is
like,
burned down all over
okay.
again.
Something I don't understand is that like, why did Robbie go back to their house in general? I guess just
I
plot.
mean,
Never mind. Don't ask that. Don't answer that. It's just for plot. I know that already.
I know, but I
I
mean, to be
guess
fair,
I
he wasn't in the house. He was in the part of that was like kind of the quote unquote dojo.
yeah.
And it looked like, and honestly, when he looked like he was just meditating anyway. So I don't.
Yeah, I guess he just went
I
back
think
with Sam, I
if you
guess.
want me to try to make, I know, if, like you said, because of plot, but if you want me to make like sort of a logical, like canon and universe explanation, I think he just after, like he's probably upset about what happened at the party too. So
Yeah.
I think he just went back to their house just to meditate and just kind of rebalance everything. So
Yeah,
like,
I figured he just went with Sam in general,
yeah.
anyways. Yeah, that makes sense. But,
So
like,
yeah. So
still,
I think
though, like, what?
yeah. So like a lot does happen that I'm like, so like if we miss anything, we're sorry. Like
Yeah, we're trying our
a lot
best.
happens. Um, I mean, I did like the episode episode 6 with for Quiver where when we get flashbacks with Johnny as a kid and we kind of see um
Yeah, that was cool and interesting. Yeah.
um I like the line and he's I don't know if it's episode 6. Um no, I think it was after episode 6, but I like the line where he's having dinner at Miguel's house and he just says this line which is such heartbreak where he's like where they it's just a basic conversation like, oh, where are you from? And he's like, no, I'm from like the hills. And he's like, oh well, I see there's like nice houses there. And he goes, yeah, just because there's nice houses doesn't mean nice things go on inside. And that's just a really gut wrenching like line
Yeah.
that you immediately followed up with like um him making a joke about like the bananas or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know that would be like contradictory to what we said about like tone shift, but I think that works because it shows that he doesn't want to talk about it, and
Yeah.
immediately like changes the subject and being like, "Oh, what are these?" So that it works out in its favor.
I'm definitely
Despite
expecting more,
some,
like, flashback scenes from him in
yeah,
his
I like
past
that because
childhood.
it also adds more depth to the Karate Kid. That because then like if you look back in the first Karate Kid film, it's clearly it kind of it mainly tries to portray Johnny as like the bully and stuff. But with those flashbacks, it pretty much gives him more depth and more like a sympathetic side.
Yeah, here's why he's an ass.
Yeah, he had an asshole stepdad,
Yeah, makes sense.
and of course he was his karate teacher was also literally batshit insane too.
Yep. So,
Okay, so I think like I said, if we missed anything, like we're sorry. Like
yeah.
we sat through like 5 episodes, and we're just only remembering the really like
We'll,
important parts.
we'll only
So
remember the
like,
things that we
also,
care about.
yeah, yeah, Sam's a bitch. Anyway,
Fucking hoe.
yeah, we'll get on to the tournament. So, because of the tournament, like with this tournament, like literally all the tension is now just coming out now.
Yeah.
You have everything, like settling, like well, they obviously since we're season 2, everything doesn't like conclude, but like the tournament, um, but with the tournament, like everything, like everyone's pissed off, like everyone, mainly Cobra Kai, everyone in Cobra Kai is just absolutely angry, mainly Johnny and Miguel.
Yeah.
Johnny mad about um Robbie and Daniel. Miguel's pissed about the breakup and pissed at Robbie.
Yeah.
Um, so with the tournament, I like the tournament. I thought I hate. I mean, I don't mean to spoil a future season, but they do the tournament again in season 4,
Mm-hmm.
and it's much more grander in season 4. So it was kind of nice seeing a more like low, like sort of stake tournament sort of
Yeah.
thing. So that's all I'll say about it. Basically, that's all I'm gonna like. Kind of, I don't mean to, like super spoil you or anything, but that's all I'm gonna say. Like, it was just nice to come back to having a little more like smaller stakes, I guess I
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the fight scenes were pretty good. I mean, I liked man, Bert, Bert,
Yeah.
poor Bert. Why would they, Bert? This
Like,
the
here he is, getting his ass beat.
he literally got down in like one kick.
I know.
Everyone was just cheering like "No mercy, Bert," and the dude just does a backflip over him and just kicks him down.
I'm
And of
sure
course,
he'll. I'm
we had
sure
we have
he'll
the Sigma
improve.
out, the Sigma Hawk just um. I just love the scene where just for like he's just so riled up and hyped that he just rips he just takes his gi off and just like the top of his belt and his like shirt and his for his gi and he just starts flexing and like
Yeah.
um, he's just this that's just his grind set like
The Chad Hawk versus the Virgin, but
the Virgin Dimitri, you should say.
oh, is his name Dimitri? Oh, I don't know.
No, the kid in Cobra. I'm Dimitri's his
Oh
the
no.
friend.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
the one. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
No,
Dimitri's.
I know they do have eventually like a falling out at some point. I know.
Of course they do.
Yeah, it's bound to
But
happen. I know.
I just remember because when we speak of Dimitri, I never realized I never saw it until recently until like a couple rewatches, but with the scene when they yeah I think it's in Quiver when the science with the science project, the science with the pigs,
Mhm.
and when she bumps into him, he just immediately he's so down bad that he just sniffs his
Yeah.
because she just touched his shoulder,
He's like,
so he
"What?
just sniffs.
Girl, touch me? Oh, what is this?"
I like it's those like small details and
I
just like
know.
background things that I just love so
You
much.
just see some background details all the time, and they're just like
Yeah,
so neat.
I totally forgot how hilarious Dimitri was in the first season. Like holy shit!
Yeah.
I like a lot of these characters are just they're just a lot of these. That's what's so good about the show is there's just so many likable characters. Like
Yeah. Like
you can just
honestly,
like them
there
all.
isn't like a bad character. Like I don't overly dislike any of them. I mean,
Sam,
some of
Sam,
them.
Sam, Sam, Sam.
She's mid.
Mid.
She's mid. But like, I
Yeah,
don't overly hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. It's just like I'm indifferent about some people.
yeah.
That's pretty much
And
it.
I think a lot of
Except for the
I mean,
bullies. Fuck the bullies.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They
Kylo can suck a dick. Anyways, the
yeah.
comedy in the show is very funny. There's
I
the
love the scene when
scene where fuck yeah, Dana was walking away, and it's like the Devils are playing the Islanders. You can never
yeah
make anything, whatever the line is for hockey. And I'm like, yep,
yeah
yeah, I
yeah
agree there.
no it was because so what I'll try to add the context. So basically,
He was trying to
Daniel
walk
takes
on the
Robbie out to
tree.
training in the woods, and that's when I talked about like the scenery and stuff. So there's this giant tree, like fell down tree, and Daniel wants Robbie to climb on the tree and just perform every kick without falling off. This is just a balance sort of lesson, I guess. So we talk about Daniel's like, I'll be right back, sort of. He's like, Daniel's just walks off, and Robbie's like, oh, so where are you going? And he goes, and he's like, he's taking his phone out, and he goes, like, he mentions the hockey teams, and he's like, Robbie's like, I thought there was no distractions, and you said, and he says, oh, hockey doesn't count.
Yeah.
I could hear you being like, yep, I can understand.
I literally had to unmute because I was eating chips at the time, and I was like, yep, I'm unmuting it. Like, yep, I agree with you. I agree with you, Daniel.
Base Daniel.
Base Daniel.
Oh, man.
Wait, where does Daniel originally come from? New Jersey?
What do you mean?
New Jersey, right?
Yeah, he's from, it
would have made more sense if it was the Rangers, honestly, because they're more rivals. But anyways, that's just a nitpick for me.
Yeah. So yeah, but anyway, with the tournament, like, I'm pretty much sort of, like, there's some good fights, but pretty much the more important ones are both with Robbie, actually.
Yeah.
With Hawk versus Robbie and Miguel versus Robbie, because of course with Miguel versus Robbie, like they've been building this up ever since Robbie walked in on Johnny hugging Miguel, and that's what started him like going to LaRusso and Otto in the first place.
Yeah.
So, but it really just showed like how corrupt their philosophies are.
Yeah.
Like it was just mainly, and it was because of what happened that previous night. That he was like, I forgot to teach you guys the final lesson, the final part of our lesson of our way, and that's no mercy, and that just sent everyone off to be as pissed off and rip and tear until it's done as possible.
Yeah.
It's a good example would be Hawk, Hawk being constantly trash talking Robbie, and then once Robbie just says something back about his haircut, he pretty much kicks Robbie in the shoulder and pretty much dislocates it.
Yeah, that was fun.
That gets him disqualified. And with Miguel, of course, Miguel has a lot more rage than Hawk when it comes to Robbie, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But with that one, and for example, with the no mercy thing, is Miguel targeting his shoulder, and when Robbie performs a two-legged kick, which is pretty impressive when you can think that Mr. Miyagi, who the creator said is literally the strongest character in this franchise, could only do this kick. He helps Miguel out. He helps Miguel up, and Miguel just grabs his shoulder and just pulls it.
Yeah.
Being a dick.
Yeah, kind of fucked. Not gonna lie.
But, so you might go in. So who wins the tournament? Does Cobra Kai win? And yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, yeah. Miguel, he aims right. He does another. I think he catches his. He catches his leg and pretty much he hits him in the shoulder to get him to leave him open, and then he gets the winning point.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cobra Kai wins the tournament, but Johnny is pretty much upset because he's like, we won the wrong way, basically.
Yeah.
Because he realized once Miguel said no mercy, he was like,
no,
he
not
was
again.
immediately having PTSD flashbacks
Yeah.
from first Karate Kid. He was like, no, this isn't it.
You really saw the look on his face when he said no mercy to Johnny. Johnny was like, no, nothing.
He was having war flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much ends with everyone pretty much feeling really shitty,
Yeah.
And with Sam wanting to take karate again, because of course she knows karate because her dad's Daniel.
Yeah.
So,
makes sense.
and it ends on pretty. Two big cliffhangers. First of all, Daniel decides to reopen Miyagi-Do, and was like, we'll get more students. And of course, with the Cobra Kai side, with the cliffhanger, John Kreese comes back.
Yeah.
That means shit's about to go down
Yeah,
when you have like the dude who literally almost killed the student because he lost.
definitely like the most chilling scene of the entire season. Makes sense it was the last one, but
Yeah,
jeez.
yeah, you could see with Johnny he had this look of just actual like anger and just fear,
Yeah,
like a combination of those. Like
jeez. Yeah, like, jeez.
I'm not going to spoil season 2, but I will say that episode 1 starts off where that ends. So
Oh,
you'll be right situated.
okay.
So
Jesus.
you'll start off so that, but so yeah, we can just talk about the season as a whole now.
Yeah.
I don't think we missed anything,
Yeah, I
unless
don't
you want
think
to bring
so.
up like anything like funny,
Uh,
any funny scenes you like. I know you like the scene with Bert, gas station,
yeah.
not the gas station, the convenience store. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like,
Oh, I just remember that.
I saw
Like,
Sensei last night.
everyone was buying
I was
milk.
buying what was his excuse? He was saying he was buying
Milk.
yeah, he's like, yeah, I was gonna buy some milk.
Yeah, but it was like a dirty magazine.
Yeah,
Which, I
yeah.
mean, I don't know why he's like saying that to him
I
when
love.
the other friends his age, but okay. Alright, but
He's in there. I think
is he a little
trying to.
younger?
He's I think he's like a freshman, and like Hawk and Miguel. I think they're juniors. If I
Oh,
remember correctly.
Jesus Christ, the fucking size difference.
Yeah,
Fucking hell. Looks like a fucking elementary schooler.
yeah, y'all.
But Bert and I have some similar tastes in women.
Oh my god! Stop.
That girl in the magazine?
Chris,
Yes.
yeah, fucking. He's like, I was on my way to buy some milk.
Yeah.
I just love how
Okay, Bert.
I just love the look that the cashier just gives him. Like
Yeah.
he's like, you serious right now?
Something Bert should work on is be like, not just any milk, chocolate milk instead.
Yo. And then he sees, and he goes outside and he sees Johnny like taking a piss. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And then he's drunk and he's like, he's like, we're all gonna die, Bert.
And then he throws his glass. Oh my god, that scene was just, yeah, that's a classic scene already.
There's just so many good scenes that
I know.
whether it's funny or it's supposed to be really serious. Like
Yeah.
that's just what's so good about this show is just like it's just solid in every aspect.
Yeah.
Like like I said, like I love this show. Like this show is absolutely insane.
It was. Good season. Really loved
Yeah.
the season.
Um,
I give it pretty much a 9.5 in general for its entirety.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so it's like I'm gonna ask you, like, so are you looking forward to season 2? Or?
Oh yeah, I mean, if that wasn't already clear, yeah, I'm definitely excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna expect anything. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hold it to any standards. I'm just gonna
Yeah, just
approach
going.
it, just whatever, excited
I
for
know.
it.
Yeah. Um, we might be doing a tier list. We might be doing a character tier list. We're gonna just pretty much we'll get a tier list. We'll just find one, or we will have to make one.
Yeah.
We'll just like pretty much rank all the characters in the tier list in season 1, and then once we get to like seasons 2, 3, and 4, we'll do the tier. We'll do like every tier list from scratch.
Yeah.
And we'll make it better as we won't remember. Then we'll bring up like, oh, so this is what we thought for season 1, season 2. So
Consider
sort of
like,
thing. We'll just like compare, and
yeah,
it'll be a
consider it
conversation.
like a power rankings for like pretty much each
Oh,
season.
I wasn't talking about like doing a power ranking. I was like,
It'll
if
be like
we
a
were
power
doing a
ranking
power
in a
ranking,
way.
then it would be pretty obvious that Bert would be like the god of the
Is
series,
the Bert tier.
the Bert tier.
No one can touch Bert.
No one
He's
can
on his
stop Bert.
throne.
Bert was no. It was Bert. Bert only lost because he was only like using 1% of his
I know,
power.
he allowed his opponent to win.
He allowed his fault.
He lost out of spite and
He
pity.
didn't want to humiliate him.
He was like, nah, I'm not feeling it today. I'll allow you this one win.
I'll allow it. Yeah. Like I said, there's so much good about the show.
Yeah.
Of course, we recommend it. Like, go watch this with your friends. Like, this is a show that you watch with your friends and just absolutely just get so hyped together, or just bust out laughing together.
Yeah. Actually,
Like,
I do have characters I dislike that I thought
we can
of.
talk about it.
The grandma and Louie.
Okay. And Daniel's mother, you mean?
Yeah, Daniel's mother. Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple grandmas.
Oh.
Yeah, we have Miguel's grandmother, and we have
Right. Yeah,
Daniel's
no,
mother.
I love her. And I want that ad for his mother.
What? Word? Never. Don't even get me started on how many MILFs there are in this show.
I know, there's
Don't
like,
even get me started.
one,
Because I can
two,
go on to like
one
just with this
MILF.
season alone, there's two. There's a
ah.
MILF. Just with this, it goes on with this whole series, but there's a serious MILF problem with this show. Like, I think there's just you try to tackle too many MILFs in this show.
One MILF. Two MILF.
Then we should do a MILF tier list then.
Yo! I'm down.
The MILF tier list.
The ultimate MILF tier list.
The Cobra Kai MILF tier list.
Fucking hell.
Oh man, but like it will do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Zero likes and we'll do it. Say no more.
Fucking hell. We'll do that at some point.
You know what? Even if like it gets demonetized or age restricted, it'd just be worth it
cares?
anyway.
We don't earn money anyways on this channel. Whatever.
It'd be worth it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's all I have to say, though. It's a fun watch. It's such a good series so far. Highly recommend it.
Shit.
But
yeah, I mean,
fantastic. That's all I gotta say. Can't wait for season 2.
Yep.
Do you have any closing remarks? I don't care. Bye.